What if danger didn't scream, but whispered? What if the most dangerous people weren't loud, but cold, calculated, and calm? And what if the greatest defense wasn't strength, but inner discipline? There are some people who walk into your life without a sound, and bring with them a cold wind you can't explain. No rage, no chaos, just an eerie stillness that disorients everything inside you. A gaze that cuts through your defenses. A mask so perfect even your instincts hesitate. These aren't just toxic people. These are something else entirely. Predators of the mind, masters of illusion, chameleons who thrive in control. And the worst mistake you can make? Fighting them emotionally. Because you don't beat a storm by screaming at the wind. You anchor down, you fortify your soul, and you let their madness crash against a mind that doesn't flinch. These are 4 chilling signs you're facing a psychopath, and how we respond as men trained in inner discipline. 1. They manipulate your emotions, without ever showing their own. They won't scream, they won't cry, they won't raise their voice unless it's calculated, but they will trigger every raw nerve inside you. They'll press your pride, your guilt, your wounds, precisely and deliberately, just to see how quickly you lose center. Because the moment you react, you're already caught. So what do? We stop dancing, we stop reacting, we become still, we observe, we detach, we let their hooks hit a mind that doesn't flinch. Our emotions? They're not displayed, they're trained, controlled, silent, like a blade resting in the dark, sharp, present, patient. 2. They play the victim, while holding the knife. A true manipulator doesn't attack directly. They wound you, then claim you're the one who hurt them. They twist facts, they provoke, they distort reality until it bends in their favor. And when you finally react, they smile, because now you look like the monster. They manufacture guilt like an artist sculpts clay. They don't just lie, they build believable illusions. They gather sympathy, they cast doubt, and suddenly, everyone's wondering if you're the villain in a story you didn't write. So how do we respond? We don't fight fire with fire. We don't chase justice in a world addicted to illusion. We let truth expose itself, over time. We guard our character like a shield. We don't play their game. We don't speak their language. We let their falsehood rot in silence, because in silence, our dignity remains untouched. 3. They crave power, not connection. They don't want love, they want control. They will mirror your values, imitate your strengths, even mimic your empathy, but not because they feel what you feel. Because they know you do. They seduce through reflection, but real connection brings peace. False connection brings tension, anxiety, exhaustion. So we listen to the exhaustion. We trust the weight in our chest. And we walk, not with anger, but with certainty. Because there is nothing more powerful than the man who says, I don't need this chaos. I am enough, in stillness. We don't beg loyalty from the disloyal. We don't search for truth in hollow eyes. We simply exit and never look back. 4. They feel nothing when you finally break. You've been questioning yourself. You've defended. You've endured. You've tried to understand the madness. And then, you break. Not because you're weak, but because you're human. And in that moment, you see their face. No empathy. No concern. Just quiet satisfaction. Because they weren't seeking love. They were seeking your collapse. And now they've won. Not the relationship. Not the argument. But your spirit. This is the final sign. They don't flinch when you fall. They don't help. They watch. But we build differently. We don't expect warmth from cold hearts. We don't demand softness from stone. We don't beg connection from predators. Instead, we armor our soul. We expect the world to test us. Because it's not their emptiness that defines us. It's our refusal to be destroyed by it. When we rise from that collapse, not louder, but quieter, something happens. When we rebuild with silence instead of screams, we become something they cannot mimic. We become whole. We don't fight chaos with chaos. We don't fight shadow with shadow. We become unshakable, right in the center of the storm. This isn't just motivation. This is Stoic medicine. And if this voice resonated with something buried deep inside you, then you already know what to do. Subscribe, not for the noise, but for the stillness that shapes men. And the next time you see the cold wind walk into your life, you won't flinch, because you've already anchored. Because in the end, power isn't in how loud you shout. It's in how calm you stay when everything around you shakes. It's in how silent you remain while others explode. It's in how you walk away, without looking back, without needing closure, without needing them to understand. You don't need revenge. You don't need to prove your version of the story. You don't need their apology. You only need one thing, your center. Because when your peace is rooted in discipline, not approval, you become untouchable. We are not here to be liked. We are here to be whole. We do not win by controlling others. We win by not being controlled. So, if you've ever seen that quiet face, that mask that doesn't blink, that smile that cuts deeper than words, then now you know what it was. And more importantly, you know what to do. Train your mind, armor your soul, and walk forward, not with fear, but with focus. Subscribe to the Stoic verse. Because sometimes silence is the loudest answer of all.